Hey guys, Enderquartz here, and today I was looking at Snapshot 14W30B, looking at some videos on it, and I thought it was so awesome that I decided to do a video on it myself. I mean, I know that there are already a bunch of videos out there. I'm just doing this to kind of just do a video of my own, just to do it. And so, the first thing I want to talk about is the frames per second boost. Well, as I'm looking around, I mean, it doesn't really look like it's really improved because my computer isn't a very extremely powerful computer at the moment. But, see, it only has 7. It's just only has 10 frames per second. But then when I look at the ground, I get a huge FPS boost. And I have like 20, 30, kind of hovers around 25. Kind of 30. I mean, I get crazy FPS, and that's because it starts only loading blocks, I think, that you look at, or chunks that are nearly around you. Because when you look down, you're basically, what you're doing is, before you used to look down and you used to basically load all the caves that were underneath the world. But now, if you look down, it doesn't load the caves until you actually see them, until you're actually there. So it's a lot easier on the frames per second boost. Well, it gives you a frames per second boost, which is really good. And so the next thing I want to talk about is banners. And so these are some really cool items that have been added that allow you to, so if I place a stick down and then I get 6 wool, just like a sign, I get this thing called a white banner. Well, I mean, you probably already know what a banner is, but basically this is a placeable item that kind of waves in the wind, and they have all these different base colors. If you look in decoration blocks, you can make them out of all these different colors of wool that you can currently make. But the really cool thing about it is that if you take dyes and you put it in a crafting table, you can customize it with your own patterns. So let's say I wanted there to be a saw right there, and then a bottom one, and then let's say I wanted, and then you place it down here, and then if you wanted like like there, if you wanted that or something, you can take it and you can make your own patterns. Like if I want like a top right corner to be red, or if I want, let's say, a streak to go across it, which I think is actually made by putting it across here. And yeah, so if I want like a stripe to go across it, if I want like an X, I can place it here. And you really just experiment with all the different kinds. And then the cool thing is that when you're done, you can actually place this around. So let's say that was like a coat of arms or something for a clan or a team in Capture the Flag or something. And they can place that on the base, and then it would flap around, and then you could actually place them on walls too. And right now it doesn't seem to be showing up because, yeah, there you go, it just showed up. But, yeah, so you can place these down, you can customize them however you want. Well, I mean, not however you want, but with all these different kinds of combinations that you can have. I think there's like, I saw a video and there were like 41 quintillion different combinations, which is just crazy because there's so many different ways to do this. I think this might be different though, but I don't know. It's still, there's a ton of different combinations. And so the final main new feature is that you can now achieve these heads, these mob heads, in survival mode now. Because actually, I forgot to show you this. If I get, let's say, a white banner, I mean, it doesn't really matter what banner I get. And if I get a mob head, let's say a zombie, and then I place this white banner right here, and then a zombie head right there, it doesn't do anything because zombie heads don't really work. But creeper heads, I know, do work. So let's do this again. So if you place a creeper head down, then it makes a black creeper head. And so that's really cool. So now you can have this invisible sign. There you go. Now you have this like black creeper there, and then you can customize it so that the rest of this was, if you want it to be red or something, you could start out with a solid red banner or something. Let's say you wanted the creeper banner, and then you wanted like a spike on the bottom or something. So then it covered part of the creeper's face, if you wanted that. But, I mean, I don't really know. But it's just that you can customize these however you want with these really cool, well, I mean, again, not however you want, but within the limits of what Mojang put in there. But it's still a lot of different combinations. And so the way that you get these heads is if you get a charged creeper, so if I summon a creeper, And then there's actually a new command where you can summon lightning bolts. So if I do summon lightning bolt, bam! Now we have a charged creeper. Let's just put out this fire that it created. And so, I mean, yeah, we have this charged creeper. And what we're going to do is we're going to get a mob head. But first, we're going to get some diamond armor on so we don't blow up in the process. So we're just going to get some diamond armor on. And then let's spawn, let's say, a skeleton. So we have that charged creeper that's over there. And let's just set the time to night. So set time night. So the time's right there. So let's say I go into survival mode. Game mode 0. Now I'm in survival mode. So now this creeper will start to come towards me if I can find it. Come on, creeper. All right, there you go. Now if I summon a skeleton and then I blow up the charged creeper. Oh, but again, this is a really hard thing about this is that now if I go into game mode 1, is that now mobs will run away from charged creepers. Another thing, so let's say that charged creeper blew up the skeleton. What would happen is this skeleton would drop a head of a skeleton. So it would drop a skeleton head. It would drop this head right there. Drop a skeleton skull. And so then you could use that in a banner recipe to kind of show that you were, that you killed a skeleton with a charged creeper, which is a really, really impressive feat. And so, yeah. I mean, that's pretty much it for the new snapshot, but these features are really cool. The banners can be used in capture the flags, factions. You've wanted to put your flag on your base, show that that was your base or something. You wanted your own coat of arms. But, yeah. So, that's pretty much it. It's really cool. Snapshot's really cool. Looking forward to 1.8. And so I will see you guys later, and bye.